God,
Generally
so
speaking,
I'm looking for.
I'm going to say this. I didn't plan to have the Gothcliff conversation today, but Ayara saying that thing about Buddy was just too good of a prompt.
I didn't mean to do it again.
Yeah,
I feel that's a much better place to end the session, though. That's like a good revelation.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, no one else in the party technically knows about things. Well, just saying.
Yeah, the thing is, everybody knows that each one of us has our own agenda. And we kind of figured you have your own thing going on.
Plus, you did kind of basically spell out everything about it when you were talking to Gothcliff.
Mm-hmm.
Somewhat. Also, there was a thing in the wagon where you freaked out about something. So, we're trying not to provoke the pyro.
For serious though, considering this is the first session I've been in, I am pretty invested in the story now.
Excellent!
Great.
So, by the way, that wasn't exactly the ghost thing I was talking about.
Oh, what ghost thing were you talking about?
The ghost thing where I robbed the frickin' inn.
Oh, that?
That was me.
Gothcliff didn't notice, but Anerton fucking loved that.
So how much richer is Ari right now?
I have 500,000.
500,000 GP.
Jesus fucking Christ!
It was a pretty good fucking conversation. I'm just gonna copy what I did and put it in here.
Do so.
Like when Ari was doing it, I was like, "Oh my god, this is like a literal stealth moment of awesome for Ari."
Whoa.
I rolled a fucking natural 20 to sneak, and that's why none of you noticed anything.
Jeez. It's your first theft of the campaign. Your first actual theft.
And she made out like a fucking bandit.
Jesus.
Nobody noticed me giggling in the fucking chat.
I heard you saying hee and ha 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 ha, but I thought you were talking about what was going on in the chat, so I didn't say anything.
This was a really good in-between session.
Oh.
Like, normally transition sessions are kind of filler, but I feel like this one was a really good one.
Yeah.
A lot of shit happened. Also, I gotta say, thank you for making Tig's life slightly less sucky.
Oh, you're welcome.
500,000! Jesus fucking Christ!
That's a ridiculous amount of money, but also, like, anything less wouldn't make sense for the type of establishment the Raven's Rest is.
And so...
It's good role-playing.
Oh my god.
Also, even though I was out for most of it...
That blows my current secret plan with TT out of the water, just saying.
Also, even though I was out for most of it, this is the first time I've had a combat session in D&D that didn't end with me getting killed or mortally wounded, or, have the troll fall on it... Or have the troll fall on its back while I was still pinned in there and crush me.
Okay, see, you're helped by the fact that the party has 2 tanks and 2 very aggressive players who aren't you. For a total of 4 much more pressing targets.
If I knew I could start bombing the thing without killing the rest of you, it would have been over a lot sooner.
I tried 6 times to hit it and failed every time.
Same.
Well, that one had a really freaking high hit.
Yeah, I think it was AC 28 or AC 30 or something.
So
I could check it out for you now if you guys...
It had an AC 30.
Jesus.
Part of me is like, did I reveal that too early? But on the other hand, we've got a lot of secrets left yet in this campaign. So I'm okay with it. I'm okay with, this is, one of the biggest secrets of the campaign, though.
Yeah, we still don't know why the other gods are involved, especially a neutral good god.
Yep.
We don't know anything about the Red Talon. We don't know anything about the Necromancers and their connection. And we don't know what the fuck this ritual will be. Or where the lizard men fall into this. Or why all the fauna is fucked up.
Or what's going on with the clown.
That too.
Or what's going on with the Red Talon.
I'm going to take a gamble and say the final boss is going to be the conquered worm itself, brought back from the dead. By the
I think that's kind of the biggest foreshadowing in the campaign. Is the
I mean,
very
the
name.
campaign is called the Conquering Worm. It'd be kind of sad if there wasn't a Conquering Worm at the end.
Point.
Also, I'm starting to call it, and now Lilith's a member of the Red Talon, isn't she?
Yep.
Yeah, that's
Or
pretty
she's
obvious.
cosplaying as Little Red Riding Hood.
I mean,
This
red
is
and
gonna.
black color scheme, red and black color scheme. That has to be it.
Also, she was a paladin.
Yeah.
Well,
And
to
the
be
Red
fair-
Talon have this whole "we're holy protectors of order" thing going on.
yeah, they don't know that they're being
Yeah.
buttheads.
Yeah.
They
Also,
probably
the fact that Anarchin is involved is giving me also ideas as well.
Oh god.
Anarchin is definitely involved. Anarchin is, of course, being a wild card and not really favoring either side, just trying to make things as weird and like basically just trying to escalate everything in the most bizarre way possible.
So
Because
he's the one behind
That
the
is,
ducks.
by the way, that is my patron god.
I know.
So
So the ninja was all part of Anarchin's. Oh God, I just had a good.
I bet he's behind the ducks too.
Well, Anarchin is probably behind the reason why ducks keep recurring, although the ducks is now a very complicated issue.
I don't think he'd be behind the one that, kind of exploded on us.
Like, you know how Cookie didn't understand why she chose to make a demon, but did make a demon that's very, like, plot important anyways? Like, there are some things where a character will do them and not realize they were being manipulated into doing it, and the ducks is one of those things. Not to spoil it, but multiple people who are on different sides of this entire story, like in different factions, just decided, you know what would be a good thing to hide as? A duck.
question. Just a quick question. Were those any of the ducks that we just ate?
So, like, the ducks that you guys ate were actual ducks, albeit
good.
ducks that by Anarchin. The duck that exploded was not on the same faction as the duck that was a flump.
I'm going to have the urge to hide as a duck at some point, and I'm going to be mistaken for someone else undercover, aren't I?
This will happen.
You might get eaten.
Both the flump and that duck that was hellish, they both got the idea seated in their head to be a duck as their disguise from Anarchin.
The fact that there's a patron and goddess of good dragons on our side, that's got me thinking.
Yeah, Tad Cooper and the Lindworm egg, huh?
No, I think I've got another idea.
I'm gonna blame my poor dice rolling on the god of humans being a bad guy.
No, blame it on the god of dice rolls.
Oh,
Oh, we're all echoing now.
Henran is normally a good guy.
Who's
everything's
echoing?
Henran has a reason why Henran is on the
There it is.
So what exactly are the dragons are definitely going to be another thing, or another thing to think about.
Yeah.
Sorry, I pulled my headphones out twice.
It happens. So yeah? What about dragons?
Well, are they an entirely different thing?
What do you mean?
Like, are they related to the guy's plot, and to like the main plot, or are they something else entirely?
To interpret what Gothcliff and the Flump said about other gods on your side, I guess it was just Gothcliff. The dragon god is not working with Gothcliff. The dragon god is supporting you.
Thwarting us? Wait, isn't the goddess of good dragons on our side?
Supporting.
Goddess of the dragons
Oh,
is
sorry.
supporting.
Oh, sorry.
You kind of went.
Like, Not necessarily for the same motive as Gothcliff, obviously, because Gothcliff's motive is Gothcliff wants every undead to have a choice. If you look at if you're looking at in terms of game strategy, what that means is that with the exception of ghosts, the vast majority of undead are always evil. They have no choice. They are evil by default. Gothcliff wants them to have the ability to be other alignments about magical intervention, to on creation have the choice of their morality. Because in Gothcliff's view, that's the natural state of undead. If an undead chooses to be evil, that's fine, that's their choice. Gothcliff is a neutral god. But if they choose to be good and are prevented from being so, Gothcliff thinks that's unfair. And other gods have a vested interest in Gothcliff's wishes not being fulfilled.
Gods who probably have plans for undead. Actually, I'm now thinking of something. And I made the whole show of not knowing what a god was. Do I know what undead are? Have I ever encountered them?
Yeah, it's...
You're in the Wurtwood. Those have ghouls for days.
I'm gonna tell you, Conquered Worm is just fucking lousy with undead creatures. You have encountered undead before. In some way, shape, or form, you would encounter something that was supposed to be dead and isn't.
Probably every third week.
Every third day. Especially since you came from the Wurtwoods, which is crazy with ghouls.
You wouldn't know this part of the setting yet, but every town they visited so far has a temple to Gothcliff. Even before the shit started going down, undead were a huge part of this island. Which is why so many towns worship Gothcliff, because they need someone to kind of get the undead off their backs. So yeah, undead all over this place. Also, to make something plain, this is why a psychopath approached Sir Kay's character a couple sessions back and said, "Which god do you truly serve?"
He's definitely going to be having a crisis of face now.
Yep.
So that's what kind of outsider it was.
Yeah, he said as much back then. He said it was a psychopath.
Wait, what's our current god?
The goddess of knowledge.
Ah.
So the one that has no stake in this whatsoever.
So, by the way, TT, I just sent you a note detailing my plan. The plan I just managed to figure out.
Okie dokes, I'll read it when we're done with the post session.
Alright.
Any last thoughts before we call it a day?
Just a general. I had a lot of fun.
Good. I'm glad.
Yeah,
You just
same
did
here.
enough, but I hope you felt included, and I hope that you want to continue, because I like having lots of people.
Sometimes I had to search around for hooks to grab onto to get things going, since I don't have pre-existing relationships. But yeah, I feel like we synergized fairly well.
And hopefully that'll become more natural as you go along. It's always going to be hard, finding reasons to interact at first.
I just realized Tig never asked why there's a weird druid person wandering around with him now.
He does not care.
Okay, I've sent an attachment of all the gods so you can look that over. It lists their domains, so if that's important to your character, you can...
I already copied and pasted that to my character sheet.
Yep. So there you go. We'll probably meet again in 2 weeks. Excellent session, guys. I really liked how this turned out, and I hope you did too.
All right.
Alrighty.
Hit the
That was fun.
troll.
Good night.
Night,
Night.
all.
Night.